Hey guys, Java Pop here. Let's watch Java Pop play. Today it's 1, 2, 3, kick it, drop it like an ugly baby. By Dejubon Games, LLC. The makers also of A Reckless Disregard for Gravity. A spin-off of Real Monsters. Only instead of monsters, it's gravity that is the ironically not scary monster. Comedically ironical. As you can tell, these characters, designers have a little bit of annoying design philosophy. One of which this game has been in like development hell for 10 years, and every time they release an update, it entirely changes the game. I guess this is their new attempt at integrating a narrative into an otherwise. I mean, wow, this is good. She won't show up. This is the most annoying thing I've ever had in an ostensibly audio music based kind of rhythm game. Finally, she's quiet, but now it's all silent. Not even some kind of bleep blop noise to soothe us as we wait to start. It's like getting caught in an elevator with a yappy person, and they get off, and you're stuck listening to the gears turn. It's very depressing. Okay, so their take here is an attempt to meld their former success with Reckless Disregard with Gravity, which was a base jumping game, with the appeal of like an Audio Surf style music game. So it's a blend up. And we'll see how well it goes. See, I've already previewed this update because initially it was a lot different, and now the way they egg you into doing, like I said, with this latest update, they're trying to turn it into a narrative. So the first 3 missions are a kind of story/tutorial in which you don't get to pick your music. You have to have to listen to this lady give narrative as well as sing a really kind of nerdcore kind of song, and it's not very pleasant if you have any kind of sensibility, because it's a lot of references and knockouts in your face. Haha, we're nerds and we're cool. But let's get to the game. Enough of my talking. I'm complaining about that lady. You're going to be complaining about me. So get your music gears and get your music hat and gear, your dancing shoes on, and get ready to groove.
Hello world.
No, shut up. Shut up. We're listening to my music.
Some of you know.
Okay, and this is my music. I thought that we'd smash it up for you. No, I'm doing my Let's Plays as a creative endeavor, but you don't realize that because I'm playing other people's games, not my games, so I'm not the creator, I'm more like the curator. But now I am the creator and the curator. So I guess the idea here is to smash into these boxes to kind of aid your music, kind of like a trash can band. You gotta get the rhythms right, otherwise it sounds like garbage. And sometimes if you hit a lot of them at once, it makes a huge explosion. In fact, you gotta admire the graphics here. They're simultaneously nauseating and infantile. You got your very garish Crayola colors everywhere, as well as just nonsensical block shapes. It's an aesthetic. It's something different. You can't blame them too much for it. It serves the gameplay. They provide enough of these blocks for you to hit to build a rhythm, which I appreciate. They don't make it too hard. I could use some variety though. Just these weird polygonal tri-rectangle stuff. Java's about the details. I would love to see a little bit more variety. Variety is a detail, and variety is the spice of life. I have my pasta. I don't have it empty. I don't eat it raw. I throw some sauce on, some peppers, make it a little bit more tasty. They say that's a spicy meatball. Nobody likes to say that's a bland, very round and soggy meatball. No. So like I said, maybe some more spices. I mean, it's abstract, I appreciate that, but maybe some different obstacle blocks that you can hit. Maybe like spiral blocks that you have to kind of like circle, like this, but they're not here. Maybe I know they generate based on your music, so maybe, yeah, I just didn't choose the correct piece of music to complement the gameplay. That's another thing. When you have these procedurally generated levels, you really have to have the right algorithm, aka the right input, and if you don't, it's gonna look like garbage.
To answer a question Zortel asked, hey man, what's up?
No. Okay, make your own city, Percept. I don't want to make a city. Let's see what other... See, they get you started to play the game, and now they're telling you to take up their mantle and make the game. And it's like, no, I'm trying to have fun here. I don't want to be a builder. I mean, this is not what you would expect from a... I mean, trying to be new and different, but come on. It's 10 years you guys have been making this game, and this is the best you could come up with. Like, seriously, and look, they want you to tell them how to make it. This is probably the most laziest company I've seen in terms of development. One of their first games was like a ripoff of Katamari Dynasty or whatever, Damacy, where you're a lady and you pick things up and I guess you eat them. You're a bulimic. You eat all the food and then throw it all up before the next level so you can start again. But that was a weird game. I mean, they should have just stuck to straight rips instead of trying to innovate, because they obviously don't know how to do it. And I know I'm kind of negative right now, and I would say part of that is the alcohol, the pinnacle. I'm in my ornery mode of the vodka drinking. Part of it is just this goofy design. It just doesn't make sense. You look at AudioSurf and it throbs with you. You're constantly feeling like you're inside of a rhythm. You're moving. You feel the energy. You're thumping. You're going up and down the roller coaster. But here it's like you can keep your hand like this, and this is all you get. Like, enjoy the sights. Enjoy your music. You know, granted it's your music, so I hope you enjoy it. Don't listen to bad music. But come on, if we're playing your music, I want to play. I don't want it to be kind of lame like this. That's the end of that one. That little sound thing, that was a little thing I think I added to my music. That was the song. It's called "Time to Die" by Jabba Papa Jovovich. I hope you appreciate that one, because I don't. It wasn't one of my best musics. Where do I go now? Did I not accumulate enough points? Is that the end of the game? I hope not. See what other musics. Oh, this is when I was in my phase of giving titles. So I can remember what some of these are. How about this one? I like this one. This is very grungy. Some grungy music for you. Sometimes you gotta have plain and minimalist and simple stuff. Sometimes you just have to let the noise overwhelm you. You have to drown in the sea of oral, with an A, not an O, A-U, or of oral explosions. You gotta drown in that sea, you know. So they're generating the level. There's a lot of generation in this game every time you listen to your music. So I think this is the mission. You have to try and get as many gold pieces as you can. I think this ties into the narrative. This is you building your I don't know, your post-industrial farm, and you need to gather the necessary resources to feed to your cybernetic cows. You know, they can only make moo milk if you give them enough cud to chew on. And so it's kind of like the circle of life. You notice this game employs a lot of shapes, and the circle is one. The cyclicism. That's one thing I can appreciate. I can appreciate this game the metaphor that they employ with their art design. You know, they really let you feel viscerally the idea of eternal circulation. You know, one thing goes into the other, and life continues. It's a beautiful cycle. I'm pretty sure I have enough gold pieces now to feed to my cows, but they won't. You gotta go all the way. You gotta finish the mini game to get to the main screen again. Otherwise, all your gatherings are lost, and you gotta start again. So I'll just use this time as like a bonus round. I hope you can hear me over this music. I was really pushing the heartstrings, so to speak. You know, it's heartstrings, like a string instrument. Plucking the heartstrings, I guess, is the proper metaphor. But I don't feel like the word pluck adequately describes the type of thrumming that's I was attempting. So. Oh, I was trying to go for the perfect rhythm, but I missed it. I like syncopated rhythms. You know, you gotta have your upbeat and your downbeat. I like to go the downbeat when you're expecting the upbeat, and then the upbeat when you're expecting the down one. Keep you on the edge. It's kind of like a staggered hobgoblin march. That's the way I look at it. You always gotta have a staggered hobgoblin march, especially with this kind of music. 2 more for the road, and I think our cows are gonna be ready to lay the golden egg. So this game, I give you a rating on this game. It's not even a game, so it doesn't get a rating. So maybe next time we'll play a game that has a